All right, all right. Welcome, everyone. Today is the first inaugural preseason match of the Corporate Esports Association, the CEA, sponsored by Gilded and Shopify. Thank you so much for tuning in, first of all. And second of all, we've got a pretty cool match ahead of us. Actually, okay, I want to talk about the format a little bit. So it's pretty cool. It's a best of 5 clan war style, but there are 2 maps for every possible map. I should say every possible point. Let's say. So there is the default map, which is your map A, and then each team has the option to flip the map to map B. And so this is going to be using a combination of ladder maps and the maps from the current Team Liquid map contest, which is going to be pretty cool. And I'm definitely looking forward to what we can see coming from there, because it's going to allow for a lot more preparation, a lot more snipe builds, and play teams that practice together as a team and kind of come up with cool stuff on these new maps are definitely going to be able to eke out some of those little advantages. So it's going to be pretty cool. And, yeah, I want to thank, obviously, Shopify and Gilded.gg for, sponsoring this team league, making it happen. It's pretty awesome. And, well, yeah, that's it for the format. So it's pretty simple. The CEA is, of course, the Corporate Esports Association. So it takes a conglomeration of teams and players from different corporations and allows them to kind of have this opportunity to play for charity. And, mostly it's bragging rights. Starcraft 2, of course, one of those super hard games that there's a lot of bragging rights on the table. And anytime that you can have that, it's going to be pretty cool. Anytime you can kind of flex on your opponents, companies or whatever. Sorry about that. Just realized the stream was unmuted. But we are going to be getting into it pretty soon. First up, we have United E-Commerce Directorate versus the Microsoft A-Team. And, well, without further ado, we're going to be getting right into one of these matches here. And, well... Oh, do we need to change the game server? First things first, by the way. A map that I'm sure none of you, or at least most of you, have not seen before. This is going to be TL Map Contest 14's Beckett Industries. Beckett Industries is created by Superhuman, who, if you know anything about map making, you will have definitely known about this guy. And, well, that would... he is a long-standing proponent of the Team Liquid map contest, and there's so much you can do in StarCraft 2, and especially now, maps, the way they're being set up and changed up, it's very cool. There's a lot of options. Things are very different than they used to be with Blizzard's big changes to the map editor, so that should be pretty fun, pretty cool. For now, while we wait for them to remake the lobby real quick, just going to talk about the teams a little bit. There are 22 teams. There are a mixture of new teams, old teams. AMZN has put forth 3 teams this year, I believe. And they actually, one of their teams won last year in a nail-biting 4-3 against a team that I was following throughout the year. That was another AMZN team. So it was actually a double kill between 2 AMZN teams. And, well, we're going to be getting into Beckett Industries for map number 1 in just a moment here. Should be a pretty cool little scenario, and I'm certainly looking forward to it. All right, here we go. Spawning down in the bottom left position of Beckett Industries, the new map. It is the green Zerg player, Future Knights. And his opponent spawning up in the top right position of the map. It is the pink Terran player, Kixantrix. Kind of a funky name there, a little bit difficult to pronounce. Already, ooh, look at this. Look at these doodads here. You gotta love those. Those are cute. Kind of plugging the command center, or where the command center will go into these extractors. Very cool. This already feels like a pretty interesting map, very different from all the maps that are out there now. So notably, it's not a square. It's much more of a longer rectangle. Oh, they've even got all these cables over here. Very cool. I like that very much aesthetically. We are going to be seeing an SCV scout coming down. Ooh, acceleration zones. 3 of them as it goes across the map here. Very, very interesting. This is definitely going to distract me so much throughout the map, by the way. It is going to be a hatch gas pool out of the Zerg player, and what looks like a pretty standard Reaper expand out of the Terran. Both of these players are pretty evenly matched, so should be pretty exciting. Should be a pretty even match here. See who can come out on top. And well, we do have these as you approached. Well, first of all, let's talk about the base locations. So you've got this one potential third base. It's kind of a pocket expansion. There are rocks that can be broken down to open up your own path into it, but then it's very wide open. So this feels much more like a Zerg expansion. But then there's the pushes towards it become devastating as you look at all the possible tank positions here. So could be very tricky. Talk about the map a little bit more as this Reaper pops in here. This mineral patch very exposed right here. Kixantrix already getting this drone very low and will take it out. And nice little pickoff right there for Kixantrix. Future Knights, well, yeah, the creep does not cover these couple of mineral patches very well at all. Not for a while. We'll zone this Reaper out for now. Behind all of this, we are going to be seeing a factory and a reactor come down. Probably going to be reactor Hellions, but where that factory is makes me think that might not be the case. Okay, never mind. He is going to lift that up, and we'll go for the standard reactor Hellion here. Looks like this Reaper almost getting picked off, but is going to be able to jump down that cliff. Oh my god, they just zoom right through those acceleration zones, don't they? Absolute maniacs right there. Still only 1 gas here for the Terran player. Kixantrix has taken this third hatchery as you shoot that Reaper away. No early Roach Warren, just drones for now from Future Knights. Once again, this is a preseason match, so this will not affect the standings. This is kind of to get players and captains and teams used to the concept of this this A-B map structure. And, well, the fact that they're using different maps here. Third command center will come down at the front before that second gas. And, well, are we going to see a Banshee without cloak here, maybe? See in just a moment what he does start up there. First couple of Hellions are hitting the field. They're going to find this third hatchery, and it's going to be like, okay, no crazy 2-base muta. Looks like a defensive Baneling Nest coming down from Future Knights as well. Queens are going to be able to zone this out. Nice Reaper Grenade will bump that Queen right back. Oh, ooh, target fire on the larva is going to pick that off. That's nice. Theoretically, that could be a drone. Another larva is going to get popped off here. Very nicely done from Kixantrix. And, well, Future Knights is having a little bit of difficulty dealing with these Hellions. Looks like it is going to be a Banshee back home, followed up by a couple of extra barracks, so we will be seeing Bio here out of the Terran player. Finally, there is enough Queens here to shoot these Hellions away. And due to this kind of these rocks I alluded to earlier back here, you don't really want to run up here as the Terran player unless you know your opponent's out of position. Now, taking a 4th base as the Zerg becomes, I would say, quite problematic. This base is very far out. There are these rocks that kind of protect it. That also means, though, tanks can siege up here. You can kind of leverage? What am I trying to say here? Elevator. Bio up to the high ground and provide covering fire with those tanks from the low ground. Looks like double engineering bay will start up here. Or finish up, I should say. And there we go, 1-1. I actually started up his +1 attack for a little bit, then kind of canceled it there. We are seeing first couple of medevacs hitting the field. Well, first medevac hitting the field very shortly. Nice SCV saturation from Kixantrix. Ooh, looks like these Hellions diving a little bit too deep onto creep. Oh, they are not going to get grabbed. They will juke away, but ultimately there's just too much creep, too many links, and Future Knights is going to be able to shut that down very effectively. Even took out the Banshee that was being used. Only one drone going down. So really nice defense for Future Knights. He is building more Zerglings here. A little bit of an interesting scenario. He's going to be staying on Ling Bane for the moment, but, well, his upgrades will start to really lag behind that of his opponents. Creep spread is starting to look pretty nice, moving out towards these potential fourth base locations and just providing a little bit of cover here. And excellent Overlord spread for Future Knights is going to be able to see a lot of attack paths. The only thing is, of course, Overlords are, well, they're not cheap. You don't want to lose them for free if you can avoid it, especially if you end up getting supply block. That is a costly way to find out what's happening there. And, well, we may see some aggression actually come out from Future Knights. Oh, man, these medevacs are moving out, and there is not going to be anything to cover for this. Oh, no! The SCVs keep the depot from being raised. Now, there are some Widow Mines here. Oh, they're actually not going to go off, and now Lings are getting into all the bases here. One Baneling at the natural. This could be big problems. That double medevac drop will come back in. Banelings at the natural, picking off a huge number of SCVs. In the main, problems continue to arise. And, well, if a couple of Zerglings go towards that third base, this chaos is going to continue. How many SCVs have gone down? 37 SCVs. Even this missile turret is going to get taken out there. And, well, this is absolute desperation city right now for the Terran player. Now, he does have 1-1. And that could give the opportunity to get something done with this Bioforce. 1-1 with combat shields and some medevacs. That can get a lot done, but Baneling speed is already done. And, well, Future Knights is not done with the aggression. He's already on 62 workers. And I gotta say, things are looking very rough for the Terran player. Armory just now started, so those 1-1 upgrades of Future Knights will inevitably catch up. Now, the +1 melee is going to be quite delayed, but the +1 Carapace definitely going to be finished up before that Armory comes into play. And Future Knights, he has a good amount of money right now. If he can just spend it, he may be able to just roll right over his opponent. Kixantrix, of course, does have a still very large army, and doing an excellent job rebuilding SCVs. Already back up to 40 here. But this is a big attack. Oh, these Widow Mines are going to have to be absolute miracle workers, but they're not going to do so. Marines are going to try and go back up the ramp, but there's just so many Lings and Banes. Lings will run by into the natural. Banelings going to occupy these, occupy these Marines as more and more SCVs start to get taken down. Now, Marines in the main base will prevent the Lings from running by there, but 54 workers have now gone down in this game, and Kixantrix has been knocked down into the Stone Age economically. Not that the Stone Age was necessarily bad economically, it was more tech-wise, but you know what I'm saying here. And there we go. +2 Carapace is now on the way, as well as Hydras and that Hydra range. And this is just going to be such a difficult road back here for Kixantrix. He has just not been able to keep himself from bleeding out all of these SCVs. And, well, what can he do in this scenario? I think his best scenario, try and go up to more and more Widow Mines and maybe, you know, just turtle up on 3 base for a little bit, try and absorb another attack. He has seen his opponent getting very aggressive into him. Maybe have 4, 5, 6 Widow Mines in a really, really nice location. Try and go from there. And then just 1 or 2 drops. Single drops. Ooh, Baneling's getting some pretty good detonations on these Marines. And, well, this is going to be most of the army getting cleaned up here. And Kixantrix is now down an army supply as well as being down 32 workers. Double expand coming down. Well, sorry, single expand and a macro hatch coming down for Future Knights. But this is looking so good for the Zerg player right now. And Kixantrix is a little bit higher in MMR, so this would be a bit of an upset here. And, well... Oh, man. And this is going to be problems right now. There's not enough Marines to deal with all of these Banelings. Hydras are going to get in here. Banelings into the mineral line. Even more SCVs. It's a massacre. 68 SCVs have gone down in this game. Bunker going to try to be salvaged. Oh, it burns down before the salvage can take effect. Oh, man. Everything going against Kixantrix this game. And Future Knights, he is just rolling through with an insurmountable amount of Banelings right here. Now we are going to see Kixantrix for the first time in this game start to move across the map with his proper army. And, well, we'll pick off a couple of queens for fending those transfuses, but 16 Banelings on the way right now. Terran player is going to load up for a big drop, try and get up to the high ground. A couple of Widow Mines will take out a little bit of the Zerg force, but not enough to really cut into the actual army supply here. Oh, nice pickup there. Will save these units. But this is looking so desperate for the Terran. 2-2 is about to finish, and that will give him a small upgrade lead, especially against those Hydras, if he can get a lot of Marines and medevacs fighting against just Hydras. But the problem is the Zerg player has so much Ling Bane right now and so much to tank for those rather fragile Hydras right here. Oh, man, and a good portion of the army is caught on creep. Banelings are so close to the army. They're about to just detonate. Nice last-second splits. Very nice last-second splits, in fact. But there's still Banelings, and they are going to connect on all of these bio forces. Now, Future Knights does inevitably get pushed back, but that was just so cost-efficient considering the game state for the Zerg player here. And once again, he is on 5 bases. His Hive is on the way. 3-3 does start up for Kixantrix, and that is a great way for him to keep this game going. Rather, if he can keep this game going, that will help a lot in the long run. Is going to find a nice little Bane run by attempt from Future Knights. Good job from Kixantrix, but now he is out of position at the 3rd base, and we're going to see at least a cancel on this command center. Oh, it's going to be a kill, and we are going to see a lift, but there's just so much here on the ground for the Zerg. Banelings rolling through with the Lings. All of the Marines are going to get taken out. Banelings sneaking into the natural once again. How many SCVs have gone down? 92, 93, 94, 95. Oh, 96. Disappointment at the end as we don't get 100 SCV kills. But oh my god, what an absolutely crazy game number 1. And Future Knights putting the hurt on his opponent right there. Well done. And I believe that was the United E-commerce Directorate. Currently up 1-0 in the series. All right, and we're just going to go to a quick break screen and possibly run a quick little ad as we get into game number 2. And yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. Congratulations to UED. They are currently up 1-0 in the series. Clever name, by the way. And we'll be right back. Shouldn't be more than 2 minutes or so. All right, so we are just getting back into game number 2 here. Should be pretty cool. Looks like it's going to be Alifnot versus Kix here. And the name of the map is going to be Imposter. So, just to talk about the maps a little bit here. As I said, it's a mixture of... mixture of ladder maps and regular maps here. So the first one was Beckett Industries, and the map B. So if one of the players had decided to swap, it would have been Jagannatha, and then map 2 is going to be Imposter with the swap map being Submarine. Map 3 is going to be Death Aura with the swap map being Golden Wall. And then map 4 is going to be Eco Station with the swap map being Romanticide. And for the ace matches, by the way, it is, of course, Best of 5 Clan War. The ace matches are going to be on a map that is predetermined. So you can't swap that one. So it is going to be, in this case, Eternal Empire if it does come up. Looks like we are just going to play the maps as they lie here. Once again, they're just kind of chilling, you know, just kind of letting things go as they go. By the way, to just talk a little bit more about the CEA here. So the CEA has done some really cool stuff. They've been running these events for quite some time. Last year, I had the opportunity to cast a little bit of the main... the mainstream, as well as I was able to follow one of the teams, which was pretty cool. The CEA, by the way, did donate $37,000 to charities across the world last year, which is pretty freaking awesome. Yeah, really, really cool initiative. And once again, big thanks to Toby from Shopify and Gilded.gg for sponsoring this this tournament, this event. Yeah. And you know what? They made a little hype video. Yeah, we'll show it actually after the second game, I think. It doesn't feature Starcraft 2, which is fine, but you know, yeah, it'd be nice, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm not sad about it. Not sad. But we are going to be getting into map 2 in just a moment. So it looks like we did, in fact, get the map swap. So it is going to be Submarine. All right, so we're just arranging things in the lobby right now as well. Going to take the opportunity to talk a little bit about our team. So both of these teams have been around for a little bit here. Both the United E-commerce Directorate and obviously Microsoft. Microsoft, of course, does field a very, very strong team. So them going down 0-1, even in a friendly match, is a little bit, you know, a little bit of a not a shock, but it's like, oh, okay, I see you, UED. I'm watching you. We are going to be keeping an eye on a lot of the maps, by the way, a lot of the matches, and keeping you up to date. Obviously, you can't really do a recap in the preseason, but each week we will be doing a little bit of a recap on how things went the previous week, how the playoff situation could work, and yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Of course, this is still competitive, even though it is, you know, overall a friendly thing. You do still want to win for your charity, win for your company, win for your homies, you know? And yeah, it's going to lead to some pretty cool stuff, I think. So it looks like we're actually going to be going with another Kixantrix is going to be playing again, it looks like. It's possible that some of the players were not able to make it. He is playing Zerg, though, funnily enough. And he's going to be playing against... Oh, okay, so I wonder if Kixantrix's main race is not actually Terran there. That is very possible. Because he will be playing against the player Alifnot, who is a pretty high-level Terran, a Masters Terran. And, well, we're going to be getting into it right here, right now. Spawning up in the top left position, representing the United E-Commerce Directorate, it is Alifnot. And spawning down in the bottom right position, representing Microsoft's A-Team, it is Kixantrix, the Zerg. And, well, if they're actually capable of playing both Zerg and Terran at a relatively high level, that's really, really impressive. Like, really impressive. I am certainly not capable of playing at a high level with multiple races. It is not easy. And, well, we'll have to see what he can do. I do believe that, actually, I'm not sure who actually activated the map swap here. So this was going to be one of the newer maps, but instead they did map swap to that older, well, yeah, older map in Submarine. Looks like we are seeing a hatch pool. No gas coming down. There we go. A little bit just later here. On the other side of the map, Alifnot is going for that standard Reaper expand here. And I do expect we'll see him just play out a pretty standard match here. He is a solid Masters Terran, so, you know, play to your comfort, play to your strength. SCV Scout going to be coming across the map here. Now, I'm not sure if Kixantrix's main race is Terran or Zerg. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all, actually. SCV just going to confirm the natural expansion there, going to check on the potential third base, and we'll send this Reaper across the map. Now, Alifnot, once again. Oh, he's going to be going Marine first here, and then we'll add on a Reactor, most likely. As soon as he gets up to that 50 gas, boom. 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 Not going to be happening just yet. Looks like this Reaper will get shoved away. Did force an Extractor to be started up here, but saving that drone, of course, more valuable than the 6 resources you lose from having to turn it into an Extractor. Queen is going to get a nice little cancel on that regeneration. Looks like the Marine was on a bit of a weird rally here. Thought it was maybe going to go hunting for some of those Overlords, but looks like just a little bit of a misclick here. Reaper, ooh, is going to be... Oh, no! Oh, man. Trying to cover both Extractors, or both Refineries, Geysers. The drone sees the opportunity and just turns right into the hatchery. Oh, nicely done from Kixantrix, but a little bit of a missed opportunity there from Alifnot. Behind this, we are going to be seeing a Tech Lab and a Starport coming down. Now, this could be for, you know, a Liberator in Stim, or it could be for a Banshee, or it could be even a Viking in Stim. A lot of options here with this 1-1-1. There we go. There is that Liberator. And, oh, looks like the Reaper trying to come back home first. Hellions, are they going to be able to keep it alive? Not quite. They will get a return kill on a single one of those Zerglings, but nice job. Nice pick off for Kixantrix there. And there we go. That Stim Pack will start up here. Very quick layer coming down from Kixantrix. A lot of options here. You can either go into Mutas. Oh, wow. He's already on 3 gas here. Evo Chamber and a Baneling Nest. Now, that is very interesting. I'm surprised it's just the one single Evo. And now he's not mining with all of the drones on his gases. There we go. He's resaturating them as I say that. You don't see as many kind of 3-base Muta plays as you used to. Or, well, I guess like 2-base Muta into 3-base. This is more of a 3-base Muta. It's actually starting to become a thing, by the way. Lambo, one of those players that I've noticed that has started doing that. Ooh, nice job on the Creep Tumor Snipe from Alifnot. Very well done there. Looks like it's just going to be +1 melee and then into a second Evo Chamber. This is a good number of links to help deal with these Hellions, but the Liberator into the main base, ooh, that is going to be problems for Kixantrix. Meanwhile, though, huge surround on the Hellions. That is a big deal. Going to be able to pick off all but... Wow, no, it's going to be able to pick off all of them. However, in the main base, Liberator does find a Queen and a couple of drones, it looks like. But losing all of those Hellions, very costly for Alifnot. Really, really nice for Kixantrix. But he needs to get his drone count going. Oh, man, a lot of Larva going to get taken out here. Liberator will get cleaned up, but there is not enough drones here for Kixantrix at the moment. Alifnot, even though he loses all those Hellions, he's got a 3rd command center. He's got double engineering bay going for himself, and he's going up into a nice little set of production right here. So as long as he doesn't take too much damage from Kixantrix, he's in a really, really solid spot here. Kixantrix desperately needing to drone up here to have a shot. And, well, first tank is out here. Second one going to be coming out as well. Will allow for, of course, a really strong push against any of these rocks. Look for that in probably the next 2 minutes or so. Putting a tank here, or even here is just so devastating to deal with for a Zerg player. So surprising to me, by the way, that both players have elected to take the kind of non-standard 3rd. Just surprising. Kixantrix is slowly but surely getting up in that drone count. He does have his own +1 melee done. Ooh, double drop going to be heading out here for Alifnot. Combat shields will be done. Of course, stim already done here. Started that up very, very early. Nice and early, nice and easy. Lings, though. Oh, man, they're going to find a tank. That is... Well, that's a little bit unfortunate for Alifnot here, but very nice for Kixantrix. However, oh, nice. Find some reinforcements, and he is going to stim in here. No Banelings already. Queen will get picked off. This is already looking a little bit frightening for Kixantrix. Another Queen is going to go down here, and there's not enough Mutas to fight this, especially now that 1-1 is done. And this, well, this hatchery is under duress, but Baneling showing up will save the day. Oh, Mutas are going to try and take out this medevac. I think they're going to be able to get it. Oh, just barely going to get to the low ground, and will be able to drop out a couple of the Marines. Will take out a Muta, but still ultimately killing off that medevac. Oh, and another liftoff will end up with a few of those Marines getting taken out. Very nice cleanup for Kixantrix. And, well... Oh, no, Alifnot. One of these tanks a little bit awkward. And now that means there's nothing to splash onto the Banelings, and the army of the Terran gets cleaned up there. Very, very nice find for Kixantrix. Alifnot in a little bit of trouble right here. Now, 2-2 is a little bit faster for the Terran player. So, if he can hold on... Well, he's in a lot of trouble right now. He might not be able to hold on at all. This rally is going to be problematic. Although just Lings against this number of Marines, it's not going to go all that well. No turrets in the natural. And now these Mutas will start to go to work on these SCVs. A couple of Marines getting scoot and shoot taken out by Kixantrix. High octane match here in map number 2. Kixantrix getting up to a pretty frightening Muta count. No, ooh, he even does have +1 attack. Now, this 2-2 timing still can be very frightening. Looks like a lot of SCVs on the gases were taken off and taken out. How many mutas do we have on the field so far? 16 mutas. And only 3 have gone down so far. Double drop heading up towards the top side. Not quite fully loaded, but still could most definitely find a kill or a cancel on this newest base. Meanwhile, mutas are going to find 1 or 2 SCVs. Will force another big stim. And there we go. Drop on the top side is going to be able to force a cancel. Nice job that it was a cancel and not a kill. So nice multitasking there from Kixantrix. Alifnaut has stabilized behind all this, though. His 2-2 is now going to finish up. His command center, his 3rd command center, or 4th command center, I should say, almost done. And his Mutiling Bane style, unless you get up into Hive and start getting those 3-3 upgrades, even I would argue Ultras, it really starts to run into a bit of trouble. Once 3-3 and, you know, Planetary at the 4th starts to come into effect. This drop is going to set up once again. Oh, a couple of tanks. Wow, make it 3 tanks are going to be fully exposed right here. Only a couple of Marines to keep them alive. But, well, target fire on the tanks will take out all 3 of them. That is Desperation City. Now there's actually too many mutas to fight here. Meanwhile, Marines on the other side of the map will pick the fight against these Lings and Banes. But with Banes showing up now, things are a little bit better. But Alifnaut everywhere right now is going to be taking out this 3rd base as he drops on into the main base. If he sets up right here, he can go after this mineral line. Meanwhile, mutas, oh, they did take out all of the reinforcements, and that means a lot of SCVs will go down. Kixantrix is on 84 workers right now, and there is not much to deal with these mutas. Mutas are going to take out these turrets. These ones that are trying to construct not going to be able to do so. But Marines in the main base still causing problems. Marines at the 3rd also causing a big issue for Kixantrix. And, well, eventually, inevitably, the mutas do get pushed back. And they will take out a medevac on their way out. But, oh man, the layer, the 3rd base have gone down. This game is crazy. It is absolutely heating up. More drones. Oh, they're going into their death right now. So many have gone down during this stage. Mutas, they're not going to be able to clean this up. Oh no, so many mutas going down right now. Medevac's doing an excellent job of healing up. Ultimately, the Marines will get cleaned up, but that was so costly for the Zerg player. How many mutas are left? Just 8. Just 8 mutas left. And, well, Alifnaut is now rallying across the map with his 2-2 Bioforce, and there is nothing on the ground to deal with it. Not a single Zergling. And that is because the spawning pool was taken out. It's just now being rebuilt. Alifnaut turning the game on its head. He's going to take out this 4th base, as well as a couple of drones. Oh, well, you want to confirm the kill, but he will get that eventually. Going after the Baneling Nest here, and man, this is... Oh, that's a beautiful pre-split right there from Alifnaut, and Kixantrix is on the verge of the United the United Esports e-commerce Directorate going down 0-2 in this series. And Alifnaut, he is going to push through and win this one for his team. Excellently done from the Terran player. A very high-tempo, high-octane game. But Kixantrix will be forced to tap out, and Alifnaut is going to put his team up 2-0. Very well done. And, well, that is... What a cool little match right there. Cool little match. Very exciting. Looked like things were going very well for Kixantrix, but not able to take that one down there. All right, and, well, this is looking pretty solid so far. Pretty solid so far for the United E-commerce Directorate. Looks like it is going to be QMX going in next for the Microsoft A team. QMX is a lower level player, but it's it's cool whenever you get the opportunity for these newer players, these less experienced players to have an opportunity to play. And that's kind of what makes the CEA such an awesome initiative and just a really cool thing. Really cool setup and really cool opportunity. You know, it builds camaraderie between in the workplace. It's just an exciting thing. All right, looks like we are going to have AMZN versus QMX here. And definitely a pretty... looks like it's going to be a Protoss versus... Let's see if we can figure this out. Protoss versus Terran. QMX, a relatively new player, has not played all that much StarCraft throughout his career, but you know, I believe in miracles here, and he has the opportunity to put things away for his team. AMZN, all of the pressure currently resting on his shoulders. We'll see if he can bring it back for his team and maybe inevitably even send it into that ace match. Would be pretty cool. Map A, by the way, for this one is Death Aura, and if one of the players chooses to use a flip, they will be switching over to Golden Wall. So regardless, it is going to be one of the older maps in the pool. And it looks like we are looking at Death Aura here. All right. So we have AMZN, or AMZN, AMZN. I'm not sure. Either way, they are going to be representing Microsoft, trying to bring things back here, and QMX is going to try and put the final nail in the coffin. Let's get into it on Death Aura here for our map number 3. All right, here we go. Spawning up in the top left position of Death Aura. It is the blue Terran player. Give it up for QMX. Oh, no. Oh, we're all good. And his opponent spawning down in the bottom right position of the map, trying to bring things back for Microsoft. It is AMZN. Oh. Not too sure who is lagging here. I don't believe it's me. So we are on Central server here. Looks like we're going to be having a standard, you put everything in your base setup so far for these players here. Nothing too crazy off the bat. But, well. Well. All good. All good. Looks like we are going to be seeing a very quick expand coming out of AMZN. AMZN. I'm just going to call him Nation. Amaz? We'll call him Amaz, actually. Yeah, that sounds better. Probe Scout coming down from Amaz. QMX is going to be going for that. It's actually a Marine expand here. Okay, so no Reaper. We'll have to see what he does decide to do with that gas. If it's going to be a quick factory or maybe a reactor. Of course, that first little bit of gas is, you know, it's relevant what you do with it. Amaz is going to be going for tech building after starting up Warp Gate. Oh, no, it's going to be a second gateway. Okay. Okay, okay. And a Twilight Council. All right. So, if I had to guess, my money would be on Dark Templar. Dark Templar, of course, a very annoying thing to deal with, very strong. Looks like 2 more barracks coming down from QMX. He will be floating a little bit of gas here, but we'll see if he can do anything with that in the near future. Stalker coming down from Imaz makes me think maybe not actually DTs, maybe Blink. We'll see in a little bit. Look at that. Look at that lovely little portrait right there from Imaz. Oh, this probe. Okay, there we go. It is going to be Blink coming down from the Protoss player. Probe will get shooed away here by all of these Marines. Of course, you're not always going to see the highest level matches. Game 1 and 2 were actually quite good. And the players playing some pretty decent StarCraft there. But there will be times, you know, where players are a little bit more, a little bit less familiar, less comfortable with the game. We are going to be seeing a very fast +1 attack here coming down from the Terran player. Of course, anytime you can improve the efficiency. For efficiency, anytime you can improve the value of your units, the cost efficiency, that's always going to be a nice thing. First couple of Stalkers are going to move forward here. Going to get a couple of pot shots. Ooh, nice target fire. Will take down one of those Marines of the Terran player, but he's going to be forced back as Imaz has to go down to the bottom of that ramp and can't really move up there anymore. Forge is out for the Protoss player as well. Looks like it's 4 gates with this Blink as well. So potentially a little bit of aggression coming from Imaz right now. He is up in workers a little bit, but not tremendously so. Yeah, there we go. Going to be using this proxy pylon to warp in Stalkers. Of course, without a gateway there, they will warp in rather slowly. Oh, just making use of that Blink to get a little bit of free damage here. And bunker coming up, but it is going to be quite late here. And as a result, SCV trying to get target fire down, but too many Marines are here. However, with the Blink Micro, we are seeing a lot of units go down here for QMX. And Imaz doing some really nice damage here. Does lose a Stalker, but if he can keep this pressure up, continue to trade with that, just basically the Blink cooldown. Oh man, these Marines are all getting taken out. Stim will get used. But that means that they're even lower on HP, and this is looking really rough right now for the Terran player. More Stalkers are going to be warped in here, and even with a bunker, this is starting to look pretty dicey for the Terran. Imaz could potentially just end it with this push. Now, of course, +1 attack is done on these Marines. That will help them quite a bit in the fight. But oh man, nice blinks from Imaz, keeping his Stalkers alive. And, well, there's nothing left for QMX. And this bunker is going to get taken out with nothing in it. And I think Imaz has the opportunity here to send this to a game number 4 and keep his team's dreams and hopes alive in this, in this preseason match. Nice SCV production, by the way, from QMX. But he is not going to be able to keep this command center alive. And, well, that is going to put the Protoss player on 3 bases in just a moment, while QMX is, well, he's not even going to be able to hold this off. First tank pops out, immediately taken out. Lift on the command center will have these SCVs just pausing, and that is, well, that's going to be a little bit unfortunate right there. Combat shield is going to get taken out before it can finish, and QMX is lifting his buildings. Oh, no. This is an interesting little setup here. And well, back home, the Protoss player. Well, I mean, I was gonna say this game's over. can't really fake it out. QMX does eventually call GG and taps out there, and well, that is gonna be now things going 2-1 in favor of the the United E-commerce Directorate. Microsoft finally putting themselves on the board here, giving themselves an opportunity. Well done right there. And a reminder to follow the Twitch channel, follow CEA to see when they do go live. Of course, this will be a weekly thing, 11 o'clock PST, 11 a.m. PST, 2 p.m. Eastern. And yeah. Very cool initiative once again. And for the moment, let's just show that little hype video. Why not?
So I work at Amazon. I'm actually part of the Ops Tech IT team, which is just like operations IT. Aside from that, I just pretty much game. I'm at home with my fiance and 4 cats and taking care of our newborn son.
We are here today for the Corporate Esports Association Overwatch 2020 Spring Playoffs. It is going to be a spectacular day.
After most of it only does get one as the Blizzard comes out on the backside. T also going to find the Deadeye onto Specs on the high ground. Google has to press on the pedal to try and touch this point. And they're not! Oh, it comes up short. Amazon Fire Force will be able to take Volskaya Industries.
CEA to me is like an organization that pulls together a lot of these like top companies around the world. I think it's like a great team building function, and then also it's for a great cause. It's for charity.
And since 2 members showed up in the top lane, they're immediately going to go for the dive in the mid lane with the damage on the Pandoria. Going to be able to pick up the kill. Twice over for Apocalypse. Everyone else is going to be running for the hills. Nobody wants to be able to join in this fight. With the minions there, the Baron's still on everybody. This is going to be the grand finals for Team Amazon Stock Dip. They've got the money, $5,000 for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. They have secured it for themselves with a 3-0 victory.
Yeah, so like losing to Adobe was like pretty heartbreaking. I got like the 2nd place trophy in the mail. I'll see it like every day. I'm like, it's like a reminder, like you have to do better. You always have to like somebody out there is better than you. Like you should always try to be the best. But like we're definitely gonna come back way stronger, way better. We don't want to drop another game during the season. We definitely don't want to lose in grand finals.
Adobe Illustrators taking this next map.
All right, cool little hype video right there. And yeah, always nifty to see. I mean, it is obviously, you know, Overwatch and League of Legends, but that's the beauty of the CEA is they actually have a lot of different games, a lot of different teams, and it's a lot of moving parts actually. So it's a very ambitious production, but pretty cool stuff nonetheless. And I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm looking forward to, you know, improving the production value throughout the season, but definitely having a good time, having some nifty stuff. By the way, we will be getting a winner's interview if we can after the match, whenever that should become available. And you may hear that. That means we are into the game here, spawning down in the bottom right position of the map. Representing the United E-commerce Directorate, it is Angel. And their opponent spawning up in the top left, it is the blue Protoss player. Give it up for Microsoft's Imaz. Imagination. Imagination. It's got to be Imagination, right? It's got Imagination? I can't imagine it's anything else. We are going to be seeing a very standard PVZ opening here. This is a massive main, by the way. Of course, this is Eco Station, one of the new maps in the pool. Very cool concept. Looking forward to seeing what can happen with that. And, well, pretty large natural as well. We do have that Overlord Cliff here that allows you to, you know, kind of spy on your opponent as the Zerg player a little bit. Ooh, looks like we're seeing a pylon block here immediately. And Angel, well, he's going to be going for a a pool gas here. And he's going to send this drone down to the natural, see that the pylon's finished, and head on over to that third base. Looks like AMZN not going to be able to prevent this hatchery from getting down, but was able to prevent the hatch first, and that is always annoying. This is a lovely map, by the way. Look at this. You've got these dirt, dusty trails. Oh, man. You have no idea how much I love bright, colorful, nice, just happy-looking maps. I play, like, measurably better on happy maps than I do on other maps. It's crazy. It doesn't make any sense, but, you know, it's just, it do be like that. We are going to be seeing a very quick... Oh, wow, is this a wall? Okay. I believe this is a full wall right here. So it's going to be a double gate right now coming out of the Protoss player. Adept as well as Chrono Boost going into that warp gate. Couple of Lings will come out here. They are going to take out this pylon. Now, Angel is scouting in towards the main base, so he's not going to see that there is no natural expansion, and that is going to make dealing with what's now 3 gateways, it's going to make that pretty difficult. And even another proxy pylon coming down as this one of the natural will inevitably get taken out. Oh, look at this, though. Baneling Nest coming down from Angel and a layer, interestingly. Not too sure what that's going to be for. But, oh, a proxy gateway coming down from AMZN. And Angel has no idea about this just yet. This is going to be a little bit tricky to deal with. First Adept is going to shade forward here. And, well... Oh, it's going to be able to take out a drone. Nice job. And we'll even find a couple of these Lings. But that is going to lead Angel into scouting this gateway. That's a little bit of a problem. Now, another problem, no Ling speed is actually on the way. Love when they have some cool looking textures right there. This pylon is actually in a pretty good spot. Adepts will shade forward into an empty mineral line. And there is a third hatch coming down. Oh, as soon as this pylon and gateway finishes up, 2 more Zealots are going to be warped in, and this is going to be very difficult to deal with. Spinecrawler is starting up, but it is way too far forward and way too exposed, and it is going to get taken out here. AMZN may very well have the key to success to sending this to an ace match. Double Adept is going to shade forward here and will start picking away at a lot of drones. Oh, man, this is looking really rough for Angel. And, well, expansion coming down behind this. 3 spines going up in the main base, but it is not going to be enough. They are way too late to the party. Queen isolated and taken out, and with no Ling speed, no units on the map, this is looking like AMZN is going to send it to an ace match right here. Baneling Nest getting target fire down, and, well, that will get taken out, and this is looking very, very rough for Angel right here. I don't think he has any way to hold on here. Now, the spines are almost finished up, but one of them still going to get taken out before it finishes. A lot of Lings have now popped out there, and actually changing target fire is AMZN. So 3 spines will finish up in the main base, and that is going to be enough to push these units away for now. That third hatchery was never killed off, so technically speaking, Angel is still on 2 bases, but he has lost a lot of drones, and, well, he does not have, as I said, any Ling speed. This is really problematic for him. Stalkers, ooh, one of them will get taken out by that spine. But there's still a couple of Zealots here. More Lings are going to pop out. Oh, trying to go for the surround on the ramp. Not quite going to be able to get it. Nice micro from AMZN. Able to slip out of that surround. And all of the Zerglings will get taken out here. Meanwhile, Adept in the main base. Oh my god, it's got 13 kills. 13 kills before it finally goes down. Meanwhile, this one in the main base will aggro on the Queen and is going to get taken out. But this is just a matter of economy at this point. 30 probes with double probe production going on at the moment to just 14 workers. Now, Angel is trying to rebuild drones, but that means he has no units on the field, and he is going to get overrun here. The last 2 spines getting taken out, and Imagination will send it to that ace match. Well played. And Microsoft, well, they're going to send it to an ace match. Who are we going to have coming out for these 2 players? We will find out in just a little bit. We're going to put up a break screen, but congratulations to Microsoft sending it to that ace match. All right, so it looks like the players have chosen their aces for this one. We're going to be having, it's going to be Future Knights versus Imagination. So should be a pretty nifty one. Should be pretty fun to see what happens here. Future Knights, of course, did win map number 1 for his team. Pretty awesome to see. And, well, is Imagination going to be able to take him down, or is Future Knights going to be able to win not just his first match, but the second one and clutch it out for his team? We'll see in just a little bit. So it's going to be a PvZ on Eternal Empire. Once again, there are no map swaps for the ace match. It is just what it is. But yeah, it's. I think they're going to make a point of making it be one of the more standard, more balanced maps. Good chance that it'll be one of the known maps, so as to create a little bit more normalcy, at least for the ace. But let's get into it here. Spawning down or up in the top right, it is the ace player for United E-commerce Directorate. Give it up for Future Knights. And his opponent spawning down in the bottom left, representing Microsoft's A squad, it is the red Protoss player, Imagination. Is going to be going for that pylon on the low ground here. Future Knights, I expect we'll see a hatch first out of him. And, well, this is interesting. Where is this probe going? Okay, is it looking around for a proxy hatch? Very, very interesting here. Not too sure what is going on here. Regardless, Future Knights is going to be going for that hatch first. And, well, got him keeping that Overlord at the natural. Doesn't want to get cannon rushed out, especially not in that all-important last game. You never want to, you never want that. You never want that. And, oh, man, we're going to be seeing a Nexus first. Oh, my goodness. That is old school. That is really, really cool. And, well, we are going to be seeing a gas pool coming down from Future Knight, so probably going to be getting that very quick Ling speed. Double gas after the gateway following up that Nexus first. What a crazy, crazy build coming out of AMZN here. Will he be able to capitalize on it, or is it just going to be one of those things where it's going to be a little bit of a struggle? Ooh, I like this. I like this whenever you fake. Oh, no, he's just going in to mine some of these minerals. I got a little bit of banter here in the observer chat. Always nice to see good sportsmanship from these two teams. There was a little bit of a mismatch in one of the matches, and since it was preseason, since there was no like setting the lineups, it's not for standings anyways. The players were more than happy to just let them play, let them do their thing. Pretty cool. And once again, AMZN, that's a full wall, I believe. Going to be another Twilight Council build. Ling speed is on the way for Future Knights. Still mining with 2 drones on gas, so he could go for a relatively quick, layer or some kind of additional tech. Oh, it's going to be Overlord speed. Okay, so he just wants to play this safe. But the thing is, he's already gotten a good scout of his opponent. Now, AMZN with that Nexus first did get a very nice early drone count. Really, really nice, solid stuff. And, okay, look at this. Robotics facility coming down. Okay. Resonating glaives. Going to be the weapon of choice here. Now, resonating glaives, of course, a very, very powerful build. Oh, no, this Stalker's on the wrong side of the wall. I still can't actually tell if that's a full wall. Is he going to be able to prevent this from getting to the high ground? Oh, it's going to be pretty close. One more shot after this one. It goes down as it gets onto that high ground. Now, the Stalker is trapped outside of the base, but that was a really, really nice pick. 3 more gateways going to be coming down here, so this is going to be a pretty big commitment to these resonating glaive adepts. And, well, this is going to be a little bit challenging to deal with for Future Knights. He did, in fact, go for that relatively quick layer. Upon scouting the Twilight Council, he canceled his Overlord speed, so a nice decision there, saving up that 100 minerals, 100 gas, since he already had some very relevant information. Ooh, okay. DT Shrine coming down. So behind this attack is going to have 2 sets of teeth. It's going to have the first bite with that resonating glaives push, and then the Dark Shrine follow-up. So even if Future Knights deals with the first attack, he could still fall victim to this follow-up. And, well, the first attack is looking like he could fall victim to it. His Roach Warren is very late, is only halfway done now, as the first adepts should be making their way across the map. Okay, ooh, that's cute. He lifts a probe up and is going to send it towards that third base, so we will be looking to macro out of this. But, well, first things first, he's going to be looking to get a lot done with this 5-gate Glaive Adepts. Now, the Roach Warren is going to be done, and Future Knights can go for some of these very tanky, very efficient against these Adepts Roaches. And, in fact, he really needs a lot of those Roaches out. AMZN. Ooh, looks like his pylon's a little bit late, so he is going to be able to, not going to be able to warp in that many units. But he still has quite a few Adepts right here. And, well, first Roaches are just now in production for Future Knights. He may just be a little bit too late, though, as Adepts, once they start jumping, shading around through your bases, they become a real problem to deal with. Adepts are going to shade into that third base. There's a couple roaches out, but already some of the drones are getting, well, looks like just 2 drones getting taken out. Ling's doing a nice job of tanking for these roaches and will kind of cause some problems for these Adepts. Now, oh, DT's into the natural, though. And now the Adepts are joining up as well. This is big problems for Future Knights. There is a good number of roaches out, so the Adepts will get taken out. Where is the Overseer? Okay, it did just finish up. It's going to make its way towards the natural. Spore Crawler getting target fired down. Will not quite get taken out, but there is an Overseer over here anyway. So Future Knights, despite taking some really, really big damage here, has not yet been crippled. And he has, well, this has been very expensive. Oh, Queen stays alive with 1 HP. What a save right there. 35 drones. Oh my god. Oh, and the damage is not yet done. More DTs do make their way into the natural from that War Prism. Meanwhile, double Adept at the third base. This Queen is tanking for them, but now the Adepts will start to target fire. 3 drones getting taken out. And, well, Adept will get cleaned up. Where is the Overseer? It is here in time. Oh, DTs. They're not going to get saved in that War Prism. And this DT will find that there is a 4th base, and that is going to be problems for Imagination. Now, Imagination up 14 workers, but just basically before that warp-in, he was actually very, very far down in army supply. Now, Future Knights is going to have to spend a good amount of time droning back up here. Oh, this Queen, look at it. It's doing 1 damage at a time. 1 damage at a time. It's got a long job ahead of it if it does not get some help. Now, Imagination, because he full-walled, does have to kill that 1 gateway. And that means his production is going to be temporarily lower than it should be. 2 more gates did finish up at the third base, and he's actually adding on 3 more. So this is going to be probably a big all-in coming from Imagination. And, yeah, no, he's not building any gases at the third. This is going to be very scary to deal with. Now, there's no sentries, and these are speed roaches. So I was going to say Imagination cannot actually push forward yet. He's going to wait till more production needs, or he's going to need to wait until more production kicks in. Once he gets, well, 3 more of these gateways coming online, there we go. It's going to be able to warp in a lot of Stalkers at a time. But Future Knights has droned back up fully. Oh, this War Prism drop will get taken out, but it is going to pick off a couple of Queens in the main base. Well, 1 Queen in the main base, and a couple of drones, I should say. Future Knights. Oh, wow, is going to inevitably clean this up. Now he is going in for the attack. Barrier does get triggered. Nice force fields will buy some time. The Corrosive Vials are going to take out 3 of those 4 force fields, though. Oh, this one Immortal, a little bit exposed in the front, is going to get taken out. Oh, no. Looks like some big lag. Actually, Corrosive Vial taking out the Observer right there. Oh, this is a little bit problematic. Unfortunately, I cannot pause. I know that it's not mine. Ooh, looks like it may have been Aleph not there. I don't know about the decision to continue on pushing here. Future Knights is now supply blocked. He's lost his Overseer, so if DT is a warp in, that would actually be a big problem for him. Okay, no, 2 more Overseers are morphing in here. Glad that didn't affect the outcome of the game necessarily. Oh, big blink forward coming in. Corrosive Vials, while they're not going to be able to do anything, Imagination is pushing forward. Oh, big Corrosive Vials there will damage up a lot of these Stalkers, but Future Knights is going to be forced to tap out, and Imagination is actually going to take the game and re-secure the reverse sweep in favor of Microsoft A-Team. Very well done. And that is, well, that is, what an explosive end right there. Well done. Well done. And, I mean, that very heavy aggression with the Adepts, the DTs, was just too much for Future Knights to handle. And, I don't think he actually needed to push in there once he'd droned back up, but didn't realize that his opponent was also going for a timing, and that is so painful when you can't necessarily pick up on that yourself. And well, that is going to be it for now. But I'm going to put up a break screen and see if I can get an interview with the winning captain.
Hey, how's it going? I do have a cam here. That's not very great.
All right, I am joined by Alex Imagination, the leader of the fearless leader of his team, taking down 2 maps right there. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the team, about Microsoft A, and well, how you guys, first of all, where you guys started, how long you've been in the CEA, and what are your big plans for the season?
Yeah, so I'll give you a little bit of history first. So Microsoft actually has been pretty involved in corporate esports for many years now. We were actually the winners of the very first season of After Hours Gaming League many years ago, and of course, CEA is kind of the natural evolvement of that original gaming league. So we've been playing pretty much most seasons. I don't think we've won the championship for the past couple of years, but we were pretty competitive. I think we got to either the finals or the semifinals last year with our A teams. So looking forward to a really great season. This preseason we were a little bit in a last minute crunch to get everyone registered.
Yeah.
But hopefully, as you can tell from the fact that we had 2 players playing our A-team games, but hopefully going on, for the next few weeks, we're looking forward to having some really great matches against some really great teams.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's always tricky, especially like this time of year. Things kind of get back into the swing of things. It's organizational stuff is always difficult, and that's especially why they wanted to have this this first season, this first kind of preseason match. So let's talk about first of all what your expectations are for the team. Like you talked about, you kind of won the inaugural, I guess, corporate event. Obviously, After Hours Gaming League doesn't exist anymore, but like you said, this is kind of the spiritual successor. What are you looking to do in this season? Do you have designs on winning it all? Are you like, we want to get to the semis, the finals? What's the goal?
So with the way we structure our team this year is we have an A team and a B team. Our A team is really designed to be as competitive as we can. So hopefully, we do aspire to go as far as we can. And then our B team is mostly, for more casual players who, really just focus on, having a great time and, just, having a great Saturday every week. So that's kind of how we're structured. Hopefully we'll go pretty far. And really the nice thing about the way that the CEA tournament All Up is structured this year is that it's not an all or nothing. If you don't make the playoffs, you still get to play, you still get to have fun. And so that's what we're all about.
That's a great thing. It's like you said, it's really about that camaraderie. It was nice to see you guys had some really good sportsmanship in the matches. With arranging, making sure they're pretty even. That's awesome to see, and I look forward to definitely casting some more of your games in the future, hopefully in the playoffs. Why don't you tell us about the charity you guys are, or have you chosen a charity?
Yeah, I think we
perfect,
are playing for Doctors Without Borders. It's actually been the same charity that we've been playing for years and years now. Generally we just really like the work that they do, and just especially this year. But with all of the things going on in the world, they're really able to provide aid to the people who really need it the most. So we're very happy to help do whatever we can and play for that charity.
Awesome. Yeah, they're great. They're really fantastic. And yeah, thank you so much. Obviously, congratulations. This one doesn't count for the standings, but it's always nice to have a strong opening and a fun opening. Last things before I let you go. Do you have anything you want to shout out on social? Anyone? Obviously, I would say you were the MVP of this match. But anyone to look forward to on your team? Yeah, just here's your 45 seconds or whatever.
Yeah, I would say I don't have anything in particular to shout out on socials, but I would say definitely look forward to our matches in the future, especially on our A team. We have a few very interesting players whom you may not have seen play much of recently, but you may have heard of. So I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, was I correct in seeing that Zergirl is on your roster, or is that did I misread that? I might have.
Yes, she is on our roster. Yes.
Ooh, that's going to be exciting. So definitely keep an eye out there. And like you said, some other newer players. Looking forward to that. Thank you so much for coming on. I'm going to let you go for now. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. And congratulations. Look forward to following your storyline throughout the weeks.
Sounds good. It was fun playing today, and thanks for the opportunity to cast us.
Absolutely. Have a good one.
All right. Bye.
All right, so we're actually just going to see if we can get another the interview with the other team, because why not? Let's do interviews with both teams as long as they're up for it. Makes sense to me, and yeah, I think we're gonna have a quick interview with Jordan Alifnot, the leader of the e-commerce, United E-commerce Directorate. Just gonna quickly call.
Hi.
Oh, just 1 second there. Perfect. Hi there. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Do you want to introduce yourself to the fans at home?
Sure.
Yep.
I'm Alifnot, the captain of the Shopify Square Alliance team. Play Terran at Masters 2 level.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah. I remember casting a few of your games last year, and you had some pretty good ones. Really exciting game, actually, that you were able to play in map number 2. That was fun. Those
Thanks.
drops were fantastic.
Yeah, you gotta just let him hit you in the face and then hit him in the face harder back, you know?
Exactly. Or just like as he's hitting you in the face, just double punch the kidneys from both sides, just
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't block your own kidneys. That's a rookie mistake.
Oh, seriously. What are you doing? The face isn't that important, but you need those kidneys long term.
Yeah.
So,
definitely a fun game, though, for sure.
Oh yeah, there were some really fun games. To be honest, it was good. It was a pretty competitive match.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about the team's history in CEA and anyone to look out for this season?
Oh yeah, totally. So our team has been in CEA for a long time, since the first season that CEA ran Starcraft. But only recently we started allying with Square, because someone who a bunch of us are good friends with, who's a GM Zerg player, TSO, works for Square.
He is a really good player.
He's quite good, yeah. So he has been our ace for the last season or two. This season we're allying with him again, and we also have a new addition to the team who is starting at Shopify very soon. I referred him because of Starcraft. And he is going to be joining us and playing on our team, but I won't name any names just yet. But
no
definitely
spoilers.
keep an eye on our team's matches later in the season.
I'm gonna be hitting that F5 on the roster there.
Yes, do that.
Can you tell us the race, or do you want to keep everything a secret?
It's a secret. You can.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds fun, and I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, so we were trying to get some matches for some of our newer players who are just excited about StarCraft, because we want them to be having a good time. And then once things start mattering, we're going to start playing some of our stronger players instead.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is you can definitely kind of arrange it a little bit, especially with the kind of the best of 5 format. If you have one player that you're really confident for the ace, realistically, as long as you get the matchups you're looking for, you can play 2 players that you're very confident that they're going to win, and then 2 players that you want to give them the opportunity to play a little bit of competitive stuff. And that's really cool. I like that you're taking that approach. That's awesome.
Yeah, we always try to we're first and foremost trying to make sure everyone has fun. We put a lot of effort into fostering the StarCraft community at Shopify, and then it's also nice if you win a couple. But
yeah. So Shopify, of course, is one of the people or one of the organizations making the whole league happen. So is there a little bit of extra pressure there to it's kind of like, the New York Yankees present Major League Baseball. There's a little bit of extra pressure there, maybe.
There's definitely pressure on us to at least represent ourselves well and make Shopify look good. And we try not to float our buildings into the corners or BM people or anything like that.
It's pretty easy to not do that. I think we can
so too.
Yeah, successfully avoid that.
Yeah, but as far as playing well, I don't think there's a super amount of pressure, because we're good enough to no matter what we do, we'll get into the playoffs at least.
Yeah, I like the
at that
confidence.
point, it's we weren't gonna beat Amazon anyway, whatever.
Well, I mean, who knows?
Keep running into Alexa 12 pool in the playoffs, and it gets real rough.
Yeah, with Zero. For anyone who's not aware, Zero is probably at this point the highest ranked player in the entire league. I think he's the only player that's above 6K in the
Keep
whole
an eye
league.
out for Zero this season. He is very, very strong.
Yeah, and anyone who can take him down is well, they're gonna be the ones that are like, you know, the new Xerxes, the new big man on campus.
You watch Steadfast. We've got some plans for Zero. Watch out for our matches.
All right. Well, we'll definitely, like I said, be keeping a close eye on you guys. I think you have a real solid shot at the playoffs. Speaking of what is your goal for this season?
It's the same as usual. We want everyone to have fun.
Perfect. That's awesome.
If we could make round of 4, that'd be awesome because we keep losing in the round of 8. But that's like not as high of a priority as making sure everyone's having a good time.
That's a really fantastic attitude, and it's awesome to hear that. Yeah. So why don't you tell me about the charity you guys are playing for?
I actually don't remember what I signed up for this season, but we always play for either the Against Malaria Foundation or Deworm the World. I'm actually pretty into effective altruism, which anyone who's watching this should Google effective altruism and read all about it. But it's basically about making sure that you can do as much good as possible with each dollar donated, measured using data-backed quantifiable evidence. And those 2 charities that I just named are 2 of the top-rated charities, rated by a meta charity called GiveWell, which tries to analyze which charities are doing the best.
Yeah. How much value you get per dollar. Yeah. No, that's awesome that you're like hyper aware of that. That's really, really cool and really good to hear. Yeah. So obviously, regardless of which one of those you choose, it's gonna be a worthy cause.
I wish I could actually tell you which one I had signed us up for with this season. My bad.
No, that's okay. Hopefully we'll get the opportunity to maybe in your winners interview in the grand finals we can be like, all right, so which one was it? Who is it that is getting this big check?
I'll go look it up before the next.
Yeah, sounds good. Before I let you go, any shout outs you want to say? Obviously you've alluded to this mysterious new player. Which is
shout
very
out
exciting.
to that player for sure.
Shout outs to that player. Any social media you want to shout out? Obviously, the charities, the effective altruism. Take a look at that.
Definitely shout out to effective altruism. And like shout out to Shopify and Toby for making so much cool Starcraft community stuff happen. I'm really proud to work for Shopify. It's good stuff.
Yeah, that's I'm honestly I'm a big fan of Shopify, and like I've never met Toby, but I know everyone who has, and people who just, this sounds like such a shill because like, oh, presented by Shopify. But like, no, like everyone I've talked to has been like, he's a super cool, awesome dude. Obviously a little bit biased because, he loves Starcraft, so it's even more of a bias, but like, no, everyone just really seems to think he's a super awesome, genuine guy. And it's always nice to have that opportunity to represent something that's by a person who is a good person.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Yeah, but final thoughts before I let you go. Just putting you on the spot there. I see. Is that a UW Smash Club, like University of Waterloo?
Before I was super into StarCraft, I was super into Smash, and I ran the Smash scene at the University of Waterloo for a long time.
That's awesome. University of Waterloo, for anyone who's not familiar, has had a very strong esports scene, like incredibly strong, to the point of back, I think they won the first 2 or 3 collegiate star leagues that ran, and they always made top 8, always a lot of times top 4 and finals. But it's
huge shout outs actually to Powerfo and Zero, who are from U Waterloo and helped coach me. Like that's the only reason I'm in the league I am now, is because I had those great Terrans from U Waterloo teaching me.
There you go. So there you go. Thanks so much for joining me here. Shout out to the mentors there, and I want to thank you for coming on and wish you good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks, man. See you later.
Have a good one.
Thanks for the interview.
Of course. Thank you for joining us. All right. So that is going to wrap things up for us here. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed those little little kind of snippets into the history of these teams and what we're going to be seeing from them in the future. Yeah, I'm really excited for what's coming up this next season and what we'll see from these two teams. Keep an eye on them. Of course, it is the Shopify Alliance and Microsoft A Team. For now, that is going to be it for me. Good luck to the players, to the fans. Good luck to the fans. Hope you have that luck you need. God, my brain is so shot right now. And yeah, we just want to take the opportunity to thank them all, though. Thank everyone for playing, showing up. Thank you to obviously Shopify for sponsoring the league. Gilded.gg. You can check out their site. It's I've only gotten the opportunity to use it a little bit, but it seems like it'd be really good for organizational purposes. And all the brackets and stuff are going to be done on there, so that's going to be pretty cool. Other than that, make sure to follow the stream so that you can know when it's going live. We will be back next week once again at 2 p.m. PST, 11 a.m. Pacific time. Other than that, I've been Steadfast. You can follow me at my Twitch at Steadfast, twitch.tv/SteadfastSC. You can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/SteadfastSC2. YouTube is Steadfast Space SC2. I'm just making it as difficult as possible, but I want to thank everyone so much, and especially thank you to the CEA for having me on here. And, well, hopefully we have a fantastic season ahead of us. Have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon and evening.